How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. Today's going to be a quick one. I just wanted to show you guys the path that I run at West Tek to get XP. Pretty much all my XP runs. They last about an hour. That's how long the buffs last for. I made a video on different XP buffs you can run with different herbivore, carnivore class, or mutation if you want to call it. So definitely check that video out. It'll help you out a lot when it comes to different buffs you can do and which ones actually stack with each other. The way that I run here at West Tek is pretty simple. It takes literally maybe like 30 seconds, if even. And I'll show you guys a trick on how to actually refresh the super mutants down here so that they respawn in about 35, maybe 40 seconds. And you don't actually have to use the elevator at all. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. The weapon you want to have, you don't actually have to use the weapon. You just want it to be instigating because it does do more damage to enemies that are full health. So that's the good part about the instigating. It doesn't really matter 2 or 3 star, you know, all the other effects. All you want to have is really instigating on any weapon. And like I say, you don't actually have to use it. So one of the things that I do use are nuka grenades. So when you have the grenades, that just does, you know, a ton of AoE damage. I'll show you my perks real quick, what I run. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I take Ordnance Express just because the explosives weigh 90% less. Basically, your grenades weigh nothing, so that's a really great perk card to have. Another one that I use is Fire in the Hole. Basically, lets you see, you know, where you're going to throw your grenade. It points a green line, and it lets them, you know, it lets you toss them farther. And Grenadier, you want always to take just because, you know, your explosive detonate with twice the radius, which basically means you're going to be doing more AoE damage. I take Fireproof. I probably should upgrade that a little bit. But basically, you know, you take less explosion damage. So sometimes you can get hit with your own grenades and it kind of, you know, you can die sometimes, which isn't the worst of things. You know, I've died a few times in my runs where the grenade bounces back for whatever reason, so not too big of a big deal. This one, I'm gonna actually take Tenderizer off. I'm gonna change it because I want to take Inspirational and increase that and max it out. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna do that here in a little bit. But just for the run purposes, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I thought about that last night after the fact, after about running an hour, and I thought, you know what, my Inspirational is not even maxed out. So yeah, don't even worry about that at all. Nerd Rage I take just because I'm a bloodied build, and so while you're below 20% health, you gain more damage resistance and 20% more damage. So the AP region you're not worried about, but the damage, you always want to do the max damage when you're doing these runs. Let's see, for agility, the only thing I have is Through Hiker, just basically reducing my food weight, you know, so I can carry the berry mentats, brain bombs, cranberry relish, all that. Basically just reduces the weight. And over here, I just have Good with Salt, just so my food spoils 90% slower. So, you know, you have longer runs. I make my food in batches, so I don't have to worry about it for at least, you know, 2-3 hours. So, you know, 9% spoil is a lot. You will never have to really worry about food at all anymore. And Ricochet, I just take it just because if they happen to hit me, it hits them back. So pretty self-explanatory. This isn't my main build. Like, as you can see down here, I have the mod perk loadout manager. So this is my main build, and this is like my West Tek run. So that's a really good mod I recommend you getting, is perk loadout manager, I think. But I'll go and show you the run. So pretty much what I do, you always, like I said, you always want to have your weapon out. I use first person. I start off by going here. You get a grenade, chuck it in there. Oh, see, the grenade messed up a little bit. Sometimes they'll do that. You want to run away, especially with the nuka grenades. You want to be super careful. Those things can kill you. So I go through here. Get a grenade, I toss it down there. Go in this room, I toss a grenade in there. Run away, make sure you're running away. I don't see it, didn't kill him all the way. Sometimes they do that, nothing too crazy. You want to get a grenade, toss it in there. You might get shot a few times. Do some damage in there. You want to go over here, open this door. You want to get that, just toss that in there. Open the door. And sometimes you might want to toss a second one. Sometimes see how that guy was still alive. It'll finish him off. Nothing too crazy. You want to go open the door. And here's where the trick comes in. So you want to go in here in the elevator. I might die. Sometimes if you hit the elevator door, it bounces back and it gets you just in the radius of taking damage. You want to toss it about right there, maybe. Back up all the way to the end. And yeah, I took those out. So now what I do, here's a trick. You don't have to wait in the elevator for a minute and then go back down. You can put a survival tent literally right outside West Tek. And once you travel there, you can play, what is it called? The banjo, I think. I think it's the banjo. Yeah, you play the banjo for 30 seconds or until you get the well-tuned buff. After you get that, you can pretty much go, and depending, I guess, how fast your loading screens are, you might just want to wait in the elevator for a minute, put a stopwatch on your phone, whatever. For a minute, go back down. But if you have pretty good loading screens, but they're pretty fast, you really, save, I guess, 20 seconds, which isn't a lot, but I mean, if you add it up for an hour, you're saving a lot of time. Technically, in a perfect situation on a good server with no lag. So there I have the well-tuned. Once you do get here, you can just run directly back into West Tek, and you go inside. And I forgot to go join a team to get the extra buffs, so you always want to be in a team. I'm gonna go ahead and join a team right now just to get that buff. There we go. So yeah, now pretty much you run over here and everything's respawned. You can go continue your run. There you go, you take everything out and pretty much continue your run. It's pretty easy to do, nothing too complicated about it. Like some things might not, be alive, so that's why I take a bat, just so I can actually, just clear it faster if they are alive for whatever reason. They might not all die, but if they don't, like I said, just go hit them. Like this one, just go hit them like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple run. You can get a lot of XP that way, get some levels. Definitely, level up your score, your season board a lot faster. So definitely do that if you're interested. That's pretty much it. If you liked the video today, like I said, I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you. Appreciate everybody for subscribing and liking my videos. So as always, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.